Hello, everybody. This is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and as you can guess by the title, I've picked up yet another show. This show, however, is only 13 episodes long and doesn't have a second season, or as far as I know. So, I wanted to pick it up because I have heard interesting things about this show. The fact that the main female character is a brat, and yeah, she's not a nice person. Anyway, if you're gonna get mad at me, get mad at me. I can pick up however many shows I want. Don't worry, they will get finished eventually. It's just gonna take time, depending on how many days I can get off, how often I can record. Because if I can record, like I hope to record on Saturday and Sunday, then I should be able to get a decent amount done. Maybe even finish a show or two. If I get lucky. I hope. I hope to God I can get lucky because I want to finish Seven Mortal Sins. I want to finish, or get caught up with I'm a Spider So What. Get the next My Hero Academia episode out because I'm sure that's when the next one's going to come out, is Saturday for episode 2. Oh God. We might be getting Dabi's origin in that one. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. I don't know. And hopefully picking up How Not to Summon Demon Lord Season 2. Maybe. Maybe. It just depends on when it comes out on Funimation. Because I do have a Crunchyroll account, don't get me wrong, but the bad thing is that even if it was on there, it most likely will only be in the sub so far. So even then, I would still have to wait for the dub. And, I found it quite amusing that when I put the Senku Cola video up, asking whether you guys want me to do it or not, the first 6 views got me 6 likes. And now it's at 12 views and has 7 likes, so yeah, keep it up, people. And I've actually looked up how to make it, and the only thing I would have to really worry about getting would be a mortar and pestle, whatever the heck you call it, to be able to crush up the cilantro to make it. Other than that, I should be able to, but it's going to probably take some trial and error to be able to get a decent tasting cola, because I think it's about balancing the sweetness and the bitterness, because if I do it wrong, it's going to taste either really sour from the lime or really bitter, probably from the honey being too cooked to where it could burn. I don't know. Anyway, this is going to be my review for The Familiar of Zero, Episode 1. Like I said, there's only 13 episodes for the show, so that's why I picked it, because it's a short show. What I think from now on that I'm going to do, if I have a bunch of long shows, then I'll try and get rid of them by, finishing them, obviously, as best I can, while also doing a bunch of short shows that I can finish quickly if I can binge it. Because if I can binge it, I can finish. I went from only having one episode of In Another World of my smartphone to having finished season 1 in one day. So I can get it done if I wanted to. If I tried hard enough, I could get it done. So I could finish The Familiar of Zero in one day if I put my mind to it. And if I was able to get, the time to do it. Which, like I said, it depends on if my mom will let me. Like, I'd have to probably clean up around the house before I can even do that the next day, but. And if the kids are here. If the kids are here, then that ain't happening. Until she gets the kids, of course. In which case, I'll be a recording machine. Sorry, I'm just trying to get videos out, and it's almost 5. Which means I could go on ahead and make my dinner, which is leftover Olive Garden. Oh, yummy. Anyway, let's see. Familiar of Zero is obviously in a fantasy world where the main character Louise, who is thankfully able to, is it the type of nobleman that will require a servant to, dress her, fix her hair, all that stuff? Because is royalty and nobility out there that will have a servant to do everything for them, including wipe their butts. Feel bad for the servant who has to do that. Anyway, but yeah, she does do some stuff for herself, thankfully, but that doesn't stop her from being a little brat. And in class, they have to get somebody to test out the spell that will turn rocks, or pebbles, whatever you want to call them, into metal. At first, I thought it was gold as well, but no, it was brass. And I don't remember what the girl's name is. I have to look it up. The one who was kind of teasing Louise with the large assets, if you will. You can't really see what I'm doing, but I'm kind of you get what I'm saying. You know who I'm talking about. Anyway, when the teacher picks Louise to demonstrate the spell, all the students in the class were telling her, no, not her. No, that's not a good idea. And one of the students who was with the other girl just up and walks out of the classroom reading her book the entire time. And I'm like, yeah, the students in the front row needed to move back to the back, away from the front, because as soon as Louise tried to do the spell, and it actually, before the results, it cut to the principal talking, I guess, with the secretary and trying to be a perv and getting his butt kicked, literally kicked his butt because of that. And then boom! I knew an explosion was going to be happening, because if they're that scared of Louise and her magic, then most likely she causes explosions often. And that's exactly what happened, and she actually knocked out the teacher. I felt so bad for the teacher. And I kind of had to agree with Louise on that, because on the reasoning as to why she didn't get in trouble, because the students did try to warn the teacher, don't pick this student to do this spell, it will not go well. But no, the teacher insisted. So it was kind of the teacher's fault, because although Louise could have said no, then again, they most likely would have, one of them would have gotten to her. If she had refused, she probably thought it would look good for her image as nobility, royalty, whatever. I think she's nobility, I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, it did not go well, and she did not get punished. Should she have gotten punished? That's up for you guys to decide. Should she have gotten punished? Anyway, obviously we could tell she can't control her magic. Why? I don't know. We'll find out. Anyway. I am so dang tired. I am always tired, guys. I don't know why. I don't know if it's boredom. I don't know if it's just because I don't have enough sleep. I don't know. But I had to get up this morning early. Wasn't my choice. Anyway, the next day they have the ritual to summon a familiar that you will have essentially for the rest of your life. Some of them get somewhat normal looking ones, like a bird, a cat. I mean, one of them got a freaking parrot, and one of them had a cat. The girl with the big assets, she summoned a fire salamander, it looked like. And I'm like, wow, that's actually a good one. The guy who was all, the guy with the rose, I don't know what did he summon? Can somebody tell me, please, what did he summon? I don't know what the heck it was. And it was Louise's turn because everybody else had gotten a turn. I don't know what Louise thought she was going to get. But I call this an isekai because she essentially summoned a boy from Japan. With a bit of a language barrier because apparently he was speaking Japanese and I'm assuming she was speaking English. Whatever the heck. So yeah, he had no clue what was going on. They all had no clue what just happened. She was not allowed to retry because, what was she supposed to do in that situation? She couldn't, that was no familiar. That was a normal human boy. That was not a familiar. That was not like a familiar like the others. So I don't know what the heck the teacher was thinking and not letting her at least try again. Even if she got something that was virtually useless, like, I don't know, a slug or something, at least then it would have been a proper familiar in a way. Not like, dang it, what was his name? Saito? Whatever the heck his name is. Anyway, she performs the finishing up the summoning the familiar spell, which actually looks similar to the one in How Not to Summon a Demon Lord, where to finish it, they have to stuff a crystal in their mouth and then give the familiar a kiss on the head. Or in, dang it, what was her name, Case? Having to kiss her on the lips. And that's exactly what Louise did. And some runes appeared on the guy's hand, which apparently were not what was supposed to appear, because it looked, well, it looked not normal, in magical standards anyway. Because later on we find that the guy is researching it, but apparently it's something that they have to keep an eye on. I don't know what it is, we'll find out. Anyway, the poor guy comes to, and he's now in Louise's bedroom, and she tries to give him orders, like washing her clothes, and obviously he has no clue what's going on, and tries to tell her as such, and obviously they cannot understand each other, and she just gets annoyed at him, and tries to silence him by using a silencing spell, which will make him not be able to talk. Instead, it ends up causing not only an explosion, like it has lately, but it also makes it so he can understand her and she can understand him. So I don't know what the heck she did, but she actually made a translator spell, sort of. So now he has an idea of what's going on now that she's explained like the world to him or something. What do you think is his logical reaction to this? Get the heck out of there. That's what I would do. But then again, what would he do if he actually managed to get away from her? What is he supposed to do? He can't get back to his world. I guess go see the principal and to explain the situation that he's not from this world and he was accidentally summoned here and he wants to go home. Even then, I don't even know if they'd be able to do anything. I don't know. Anyway, Luis is chasing after him, and the guy from before tries to help get him back, and, well, when the poor kid looks up and he sees, what, 2 moons? One red, one blue? He definitely knows he's not in his home anymore. I have said it many times in the reaction that I feel so bad for him. He did not deserve it. He got snatched from his home where he probably had family, he probably had friends. Who knows? And now he's stuck in this world where he knows nobody and he's being forced to be a servant to somebody. Anyway, I'll get to work on this and I'll see you guys next time.